Now the floor is yours. Let's talk about new digital destinations.
Morning, it's a pleasure being here with all of you today in this amazing place. We are going to talk about technology, about the uses of this technology at the destination level, and we are going to talk about a program that we have implemented in Spain, a program that we call the Smart Tourism Destination. It is a way to use tourism policy to promote the use of technology and good governance at the destination level. Somehow we are involved in a kind of battle to help our destinations to be available to open a conversation in the digital channels with our tourists. What are those digital challenges that we have identified in Spain working with different destinations? Well, we think that innovation and digitalization are both of them accelerators of tourism transformation in this context of growing uncertainty in which we are in this post-pandemic world. When we are talking about, the elements that characterize this new context of accelerated digitalization nowadays, we have to refer to the accelerated adoption of technology in our personal and professional day-to-day basis. Somehow COVID accelerated this process. This growing convergence between the physical and digital worlds, thanks to wearables, to our smart devices, IoT technologies, and so on. The increasing consumption of digital goods, services, and content. So somehow e-commerce is the new normal in any kind of industry, not only in travel. New ways and channels to communicate and to engage in a different way with our tourists and potential clients. And finally, the new skills, the new capabilities that we required to use those technologies. When we talk about digital transformation, we are using those words, this kind of palabras to express what it is coming. We are talking about social networks, EOT, big data. We are talking about artificial reality, virtual reality, wearables, blockchain, sensor, 3D prints. All those elements are part of this kind of digital battle in which we are part, like the Battle of Anghieri. A new world is coming, and we have to be part of this new world in our destinations. Our destination managers want to understand how to use those technologies to build up new tourism products and services, to gain efficiency in the way they manage waste and energy and water at their destinations, to increase the level of tailor-made services towards their tourist and clients, to build up new business models together with the travel tech industry at their destinations, creating new innovative tourism ecosystems. We have built up in Spain a public policy, a public initiative to help our destinations to jump into what we call the smart tourism destination. It is not something new, but it is true that it's gaining some traction in the last 3 years. We are trying to help destination monetary organization managers to face those new challenges. It has to do with technology, but not only with technology. It's technology with purpose. It's technology to face the challenge of good governance. It's technology used to face the challenge of climate change. It's technology used to face the challenges of how to engage this kind of new customers that we have to address, the new language, what kind of new content we are going to use, how we're going to do it. As more destination governments, it is about innovation, technology, sustainable tourism, and also about accessibility, about more inclusive destinations. All those 5 elements, all those 5 pillars are the central points of our smart tourism destination model. UNWTO used this model as a reference for the UNWTO guidelines for institutional strengthening of destination management organizations. And we are open to share this technology with other countries, and we are doing it with Latin American countries. We have identified within the space of the smart destinations some critical issues related with how we attract more relevant and interesting potential tourists towards our destinations. I don't want to be, as a destination, a white label within a catalog of a tour operator. I want to decide. I want to empower our destination managers to decide what are the kind of tourists that they want to bring. This is part of our digital marketing strategies. Once they arrive, we have to manage the flows. We have to manage how they move around the city, how they move around the destination, how they consume the different tourism services available at the destination level. It is a question of managing, not just of promoting. We are talking about not only just marketing destination organization, but a smart management destinations once the visitors have arrived to Florence, to our destinations. And finally, about loyalty. How do we convince them to come back? How do we keep open the conversation with them once they came back to their place of origin? And at the same time, we have to play under the critical elements that have to do with the management of the public services in the city, how they interact, how they compete, the tourists with the residents when they are using the same public spaces, the same public services. What is the impact, positive and negative, of this tourism activity at our destinations? So the equation is much more complex. The kind of issues that they have to address as destination managers, it is much more complex, and we have to help them from the public side, as the way we are doing it. And very quickly, some digital best practices that we have identified in Spain and around the world in relation with several critical issues. First of all, towards a more data-driven destinations. We have to manage our destinations based on evidences, not on intuitions. Okay, we have to provide them with data. There are plenty of platforms of smart data using different sources of information, mobile positioning data, real information to take our decisions. And we have some examples of companies doing so with destinations. Forward Keys, Mabrian. We have a good examples of smart tourism destination intelligence systems. Like in Buenos Aires, they have their own platform. We have to work the issue of multi-channel distribution platforms of relevant content, digital content, to provide relevant information to local providers. The case of Australia and their tourism data warehouse. The case of My Helsinki WeChat program with the Chinese segments. We have to help them to use mobility as a service, multimodal journey planning platforms. We've seen it, they are using it in Helsinki, in different countries, destinations in Europe. Interaction or die, gamifications, GPS, audio tours, that they are doing it in Dubai, that they are doing it in some destinations like Peñíscola or in Madrid. We have to incorporate human artificial intelligence interaction, virtual assistants, that they are doing it in Tenerife, in Menorca, in Amsterdam, to engage in the conversation with the tourists, to enrich the experiences. We have to face this kind of new species, okay, new digital channels to reach this kind of generation set. Okay, they are the adolescents, people that were born since 1998. Okay, how do we are going to engage them with gaming? They are technoholics somehow, but they are also activists of climate change. They have a different language. Oops. Very quickly, and I'm finishing, virtual reality and immersive experiences. We are talking about the metaverse, but it is already there. We are using it in different places, okay, at the Faroe Islands, in Seville, in Tarragon, in the everything related with the convergence between physical and digital worlds, the digital twins. They are open platforms of data, open ecosystems of information to build up new services in interaction with the local providers of services. We have the examples of Ayacucho in Peru, the use of technology to make smarter our beaches, to control the accesses to those beaches. We have been using it in Spain, at Benidorm, in Mallorca, in Malaga, in Fuengirola, to control the access to the beaches, something we have never seen before, and it is used and worked. And finally, smart infrastructures. Okay, we are talking about digital totems to provide information in Tokyo. We are talking about tourism apps in New York. We are talking about using smart infrastructure, tourism city platforms in Santander. No? Thank you so much. And everything related with green technology to monitor with satellite data the water consumption and the impact of tourism in the tourism destination. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
Sorry.